Hello, viewers and listeners. My name is Mwl.Elizabeth Boniface from Iteta TV as a member of English Orientation course. I'm here just to share with you concerning with our topic among of English Orientation known as our national. The subtopic of today, it is concerned with our neighbors. Our neighbors. Neighbors, a person living near the door or very near to the speaker or person referred to. Neighbors or neighbor is a person living near the door or very near to another, very near to the speaker or person referred to. That we call neighbor. We have our neighbors at home. We have our neighbors at home. Maybe those who are renting with one house or near to another house. All those we call neighbors. All those we call neighbors. Now, can you make the sentence by using neighbor? Can you make a sentence by using neighbor? I am a good neighbor because I'm cooperating with my fellow villagers. Another sentence, to be good neighbor, you supposed to be honest to your neighbor. Don't fight with your neighbor. Don't quarrel with your neighbor. Are we together? Not only neighbors at home. Even at school we have our neighbors. Especially for those who are living in boarding schools. They have their neighbors in their dormitories. So we're supposed to live with our neighbors in a good way. What you don't like to do, what you don't like somebody to do for you, don't do for your neighbor. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Speak the truth no matter what. Speak the truth no matter what. Don't be a liar. A good neighbor never lies. If you want to be a good neighbor, you just be honest, be kind, be humble. You will live in a peaceful way. Apart from that, even in our countries, we have our international neighbors. We have our international neighbors. International is what relating to two or more nations. What relating to two or more nations. All their citizens are doing a particular matter of international concern. We have good neighbors. We have good international neighbors. We have good international neighbors. Good international neighbors are those who are able to implement projects that promotes and protect child rights. Those we call good neighbors. Also, good neighbors are the neighbors which respect human rights. Those are able to help their neighbors who are facing different circumstances or disasters, such as poverty, disasters, and oppression. They are able to help them to achieve self-reliance and able them to rebuild hope. Are we together? The good neighbors is there for you when you are facing difficulties. Is there to make that you get hope again. A good neighbors will not be happy to see that a certain country is passing in difficult situation and is able to solve that situation. Immediately will come and sort up that problem. Those we call good neighbors. Listen to the following text. Is it good or bad for Tanzania to cooperate with other countries? In 2000, the new East African Community was established with 5 members made up of Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi. The common market was set up in order to build regional cooperation amongst the countries. And improve economic tiers. Some of the ways this is done, including allowing the free movement of people, the free movement of goods, services, and labor across the borders. Are we together? For example, the free movement of labor should involve Tanzanian citizens going to find a job in Kenya without any problem. The important thing is that he or she has to have a passport. Has to have a passport. The East Africa has also set up a customer unions, which means that customer charges or tariffs put on import and export are the same with community. Example, moving a car from Dar es Salaam port to Nairobi is the same tariff. Moving a car from Dar es Salaam port to Nairobi is the same tariff. Are we together? Hello. Also, moving a car from Nairobi to Dar es Salaam port is the same with moving the car from Dar es Salaam to Nairobi import the same tariff. Apart from cooperating with East African members, Tanzania also has economic, cultural, and political cooperation with other countries of the world. Are we together? Apart from cooperating with East African community, Tanzania also has economic, cultural, political cooperation with other countries of the world. Now, do the following activity. Think about what you discuss about how Tanzania works with other countries. Next, what new things have you learned from this text? What new things have you learned from this text? I think you have learned something. You have learned concerning with East African community and their members. You have learned how East African community cooperated with Tanzania and how they benefited. And how people, they are free to move from their neighbors. The only issue what you're supposed to have when you want to move from Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi, you're supposed to have a passport. I think you have understand and you have get something. Thank you for listening. Thank you for paying attention in my lessons. You was with me, Mwl.Elizabeth Boniface from Iteta TV. Thank you very much.